Bro. Muchachos, it is that time of the month again. The time where I showcase the most brutal, holy shit, and awesome first-person shooters dropping in the month that is coming. And this time the video is a little bit late, so it's actually the month that is currently running, not the month that is coming. Presenting the most brutal and awesome first-person shooters of February. Let's go. So the first game of the month is Putt Down, and it's a first-person mini-golf horror game where your putter is a shotgun. That's already an absurd concept if you ask me, and it actually works instantly. Mini-golf is fun on its own, then you toss in monsters and that grimy boomer shooter energy, and suddenly every shot feels like a goddamn life decision. The game's got this brutalist vibe too. It's got these hard shapes, cold geometry, and dark, uneasy spaces that feels like you're trespassing somewhere that you really shouldn't be. And it's not just finish the course, you're dealing with randomized holes, monsters roaming around, and apparently your stress levels, they matter as well. Which is wild, because I'm not exactly known for staying calm when anything starts sprinting at me. Now the shotgun is also doing double duty. You can use it as a putter or as a regular firearm, which is such a ridiculous problem solver. The catch is, it's fragile. Use it too much and it starts getting unreliable. And if you ignore the upkeep, it'll misfire at the worst possible time. So, you're scoring points, grabbing coins, and staying on top of repairs just to keep your putter from turning into liability. The game also takes place in the same universe as Gone Golfing, which is a fun little detail, and the whole thing feels like a bite-sized chaos snack, weird, unique, and way more appealing than it has any right to be. And I am so mother flipping down for it. Now coming next up, my friends, we got High on Life 2. And yeah, High on Life 1 was a split the room type of game. Some people adored it and some people absolutely did not. Me, I loved it. The humor landed, the dialogue worked for me, and the combat was genuinely fun. The weapons, they added so much personality, and swapping between them kept the whole thing feeling fresh instead of samey. It had variety, it had stupid moments, it had enough bites to keep me playing. So I'm very excited for the sequel. This time there is an intergalactic conspiracy threatening humanity, and we're teaming up with a whole cast of talking alien guns to shoot, stab, and skate our way through exotic locations to take down the bad guys and save our favorite species. The humans. Yeah, we're biased, and it's fine. Now, what I want most of this sequel is the same constant surprise factor. The first game kept throwing weird little moments at you, Easter eggs, ridiculous side details, jokes that come out of nowhere, and I'm hoping that High on Life 2 keeps that energy. It's a direct sequel too, so if you skip the first one, it's worth playing. For me, it was the exact kind of chaos I want from that style of game, and I think you might enjoy it more than you think if you haven't played it. And next up, yep, it's just another boomer shooter. In this one, you play as Tommy Gunman, no relation, who's basically forced to run a series of maniacally hastily made levels just to farm more views on Twitch for his new Pal Drill Sergeant Game Master Solid Peach. that name, yeah, sounds fake in every deliberate way, and I freaking respect it. Now this feels like a project born from passion and boredom, all at the same time. It's a satirical homage to classic corridor shooters, where you run, you shoot, you style on everything in front of you, and you keep moving like the level designer is actively chasing you with a broom. Visually, the game is very, very simple, almost aggressively simple. It looks so ugly and scuffed that it circles back around into being fun looking. You know those games where you take one look and go, this is going to be stupid as hell, but you're smiling while you're saying it. That's the vibe here. They're also taking up professional voice acting, and if that's true, this thing might genuinely slap AAA in the face and call it their, yeah, you know what. And that was also a joke. The professional voice acting is the complete opposite. Now, I don't know what engine this game is running on, but it has that FPS style roughness to it. Simple, direct, no fluff. And simple, it doesn't scare me if the shooting feels good. This one looks like it could be a weird little charm bomb, and I quite dig it. And coming up next is Rogue Point, which is published by Team 17 and developed by Crowbar Collective, which are the same developers who gave us Black Mesa. So yeah, I'm paying attention here. This is a 4-player co-op shooter where teamwork will be everything. You're running intense missions with evolving objectives, picking up upgrades, gathering intel, and pushing through dynamic scenarios that want you to coordinate instead of just spray and pray. The setup is also dramatic in kinda the right way. We have the richest CEO on Earth that does something bad and then the whole thing kicks off from there. It's supposed to be an adrenaline-filled campaign where explosive co-op firefights meets planning and decision making. Not full milsim, not pure arcade, somewhere in the middle. And the map system is kinda cool. I mean, if done right, it could be a really good selling point, but if done wrong, it will make the game die faster than my hair fell off my head. For you see, there are only 4 maps, but they're reshaped by a parametric design system, so you're not memorizing one perfect route forever. Layouts, they shift, strategies have to shift, and you're adapting each run. It is a cool concept with a bit of arcade shooter energy with co-op tactical shooter brain switched on just enough, and I am excited to test it out, but I do have a little bit of skepticism in there as well. What are your thoughts on it? Leave a comment down below. Now coming right up is Velhodium Isle, and no, I don't know if I pronounced that right, so we are moving on quick as hell. This is a pixel art boomer shooter where you fight monsters across themed locations, using weapons and magic to carve through crowds and shut down whatever apocalyptic nonsense is going on here. We get to disable shields, close down anomalies, survive the slaughter, clean and simple. It doesn't look super polished, it doesn't look high budget, it looks like it knows exactly what it is, and that's what makes it appealing here. Sometimes you don't need a masterpiece. You need a straightforward shooter that feels readable, responsive, and satisfying. The controls, they look snappy. The combat looks easy to read with even all the pixel chaos. And the weapons, they seem fun even if they're comically huge on the screen. I'll say it, I would have shrunk them. They're obstructive for no reason at all. Still, if the shooting feels good enough, I can live with big, dumb weapons. Now this simple loop of the game, it sounds perfect for a weekend. Collect spells, buy stronger weapons, wipe enemies and explore a bunch of different locations, from gothic castles to abandoned labs. Simple but deadly, worth featuring, and it has a demo, so if you want to try it, you can. And as a little side note, the game just got delayed after I recorded and fixed everything about it, so it's now dropping in March without a date. Are you enjoying this so far? Remember to join the Discord link down below. It's an amazing place where there will be and already is a ton more awesome first-person shooters and others that you can discover, as well as some amazing people and friends that are simply just waiting for you to join. So join it today and become one of the cool kids, and hit that like on the video as well. Now coming in hot as hell is ENCHAIN, and this one has the weirdest timeline ever. It was revealed years ago. The demo has been out for ages, and the developers went silent for, what, at least 2 years or something like that? No noise, no updates, nothing. And suddenly, release date on Steam, no big build up, just here you go. And I have no freaking idea what happened behind the scenes, but I'm not complaining, we're getting it. Now this is a parkour boomer shooter where your grappling hook is a lantern attached to a chain, which is such a sick and freaking cool idea. You got shotguns, crossbows, all kinds of weapons, and the whole game looks built around flying like an absolute menace. The art style is quite clean, it's very low poly, very simple, and that won't hit for everyone, and I get it. The reason I'm still interested is because the movement looks smooth. If the controls feel right on top of it, this game is going to be pure velocity and violence. They are also pitching a whole movement kit here as well. Grapple, slide, kick, wall run, dive, and the developers call it dynamic expressive platforming, which is a fancy way of saying learn tech, break ankles. You are meant to experiment here, pick up pseudo movement techniques and use them to rise above the crypt. I am keeping expectations reasonable here though, but this looks like it could be an absolute blast. Demo, it is still available if you want to give it a try. And next up we got probably the weirdest game of this month, which is called They Killed Your Cat. It's a very short, relentless first-person shooter where everything is manual. Manual reloading, manual walking, and manual blinking. Yeah, you have to press a button to actually blink. That's not a joke mechanic, that is the game. Now the walking is probably the most cursed part. You're not just holding W, you're controlling each leg, left, right, like you're puppeteering your own body while also trying to reload and fight. Oh, and blinking. So it's basically a shooter where the difficulty is operate a human. There are also settings to customize the experience. What that means in practice, I have no idea yet. I'm hoping it includes please let me blink like a normal person option, but we will see. The game also makes a very strong visual choice. It's very clean, almost hospital-like environments. Is it lazy or is it a design choice? I don't know. But when the violence starts, the blood, it pops like crazy. It looks visceral as hell. The sterile white environment suddenly just has red everywhere. Now the story of the game isn't really explained on the store page, so I'm guessing it's exactly what the title says. Somebody killed your cat and now you're doing whatever this is. It's weird, it's unique, it looks stressful as hell, and it still made the cut because I haven't seen anything else quite like this. And last but not least for February, we got Aerial Knight's DropShot. It's a fast-paced, stylized first-person shooter where you're falling through the air with 4 other players, racing to grab a parachute and land first. Now only one player makes it, everyone else gets deleted on the way down. Now while you're falling, you got limited ammo, and I'm talking finger gun ammo here. So you need to play really smart. You have to avoid fire, pick your shots and use slipstreams to stay alive. And it seems like the slipstream mechanic is the fun mind game. You can ride an enemy's slipstream to gain speed and they can do the same to you. So it turns into this constant fight over momentum while everyone is trying to be the first one to touch ground. Each round will only last you about 30 to 60 seconds, so the game moves fast and never lets up. Visually, I think it looks awesome. They picked a style and they nailed it. The finger guns, however, are the one part that looks a bit boring to me. Everything else is doing something unique, and the weapons are, finger guns. Still, the concept is quite strong here. There is unfortunately no demo out, so I haven't tested it, but it looks like it could be really fun, assuming there is enough progression to keep it from feeling repetitive. In a game like this, we need plenty of unlocks, challenges, something to chase. If it's just drop, shoot, repeat forever, it could burn out fast as hell. Either way, I respect how different it is, and it looks very, very good. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. Papa Slim, he loves you very, very much, and I will see you in the Discord that you joined from this video, or in the next video. Over and out.